solving question 187 today. The question says the integer 120 has many factorizations. For example, 120 is equal to 2 times 60, or we can write it as negative 1 times negative 3 times plus 4 times 10. In how many of the factorizations of 120 are the factors consecutive integers in ascending order? First of all, let's find out how many factors does 120 have. Basically, factors are same as the divisors. Let's find out how many factors or divisors 120 have. First of all, we will do the prime factorizations of 120. Let me write it as 12 times 10. 12 can be factorized again, and we can write it as 2 times 2 times 3. 10 can be written as 2 times 5. Now altogether it becomes 2 cube into 3 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. Now let's write it. The formula, the number of positive factors of 120. Now here, because we have 3 prime numbers, so I am going to make 3 brackets here, and whatever are their exponents, here it has 3, here it has 1, and here it has 1. I am going to write them in each bracket. So 3, 1, 1. Now after that, add 1 from your end inside the bracket. That gives us 4 times 2 times 2. 4 to the 8 and 8 to the 16. So that means we can say that 120 has 16 positive factors. And whatever are those 16 positive factors, the same numbers with negative signs will be the negative factors of 120. That means I can say that there are total 16 positive factors of 120 and there are total 16 negative factors of 120. That means in total 120 has 32 factors. Half of them are positive and half of them are negative. Let's write down the positive factors first of all. So it will be 1. Factors means divisors, the number which divides 120. So it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, 24, 30, 40, 60 and 120 itself. These are the positive factors of 120, and same numbers with negative signs are also the factors of 120. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and so on. Let me write them all and then we will find out. The question what they have asked us is to find out the consecutive factors of 120. Remember, they have asked us to find out the consecutive factors. They did not mention whether it's positive or negative. They simply said what 120 are factors, then consecutive integers in ascending order. That means in this case we will have to include both negative and positive. Always remember, in GMAT the question will be very precise. It will be clearly mentioned in the question that find out the positive factors of a certain number. If they say just find out the factors of a certain number, then in that case you will have to include both positive and negative factors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 4s are 20, 23s are 60, 62s are 120. Okay, so the multiplication of all these numbers gives you 120. These are all consecutive integers. What could be the another set? Is there any other set that we can consider? Yes, we can. 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be another set. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 4s are 20, 23s are 60 and 62s are. So that means this one set and this is another set. Their multiplication will give you 120 and they all are consecutive integers. We can consider the same numbers with negative sign. Now remember, we cannot take negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and negative 5 because their multiplication will be negative 20. But we can definitely take minus 2 to minus 5. Their multiplication will be positive 120. There is one more series of numbers that we can consider in positive factors. We can take 4, 5 and 6. 6 5s are 30 and 34s are 120. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The multiplication of this set will give you 120 and they are all the factors of 120. We can also take 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also take negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and negative 5. We can also take 4, 5 and 6. These are all the combinations of numbers, and we can say the factorization of 120, which are consecutive integers. This is what we needed, consecutive integers. And how many we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That means our answer must be option C. That's all. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.